Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to talk about how to take your design agency to 5k plus months consistently and how to get your first 5k month in the next 4 weeks. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a step-by-step breakdown on how you're going to do that. So who is this for? For designers, graphic designers, brand and web designers, social media managers that run their own agency, and you're struggling to get over that 5k month consistently, right? So you're kind of doing 1k, 2k, maybe some months you don't sign anyone, and you're kind of stuck in this limbo, this kind of reciprocal thing where you go around in circles. Some days, some months you do really well, some months not so well, and what's required to basically just get consistent 5k months plus. First step is going to be mindset. So I want you guys to grab a pen and paper for this one, because we want to start writing down everything that we need to do mindset wise. So first of all, I want you to picture yourselves as a 5k agency owner. What would 5k in your pocket look like to you today, right? How would you feel? What would you buy? What would you behave like? And when you start writing that down and just start visualizing it, okay? We're going to start changing the mindset from this scarcity 1 to 2k kind of freelancer to a design agency founder, creative director, doing 5k plus per month. So what would that make you feel like? What could you buy? What could you achieve? How would that change your attitude? If it would change, which it should for the better, and just start putting it down. And I want you to kind of build that out. So build out this new story, this new vision of yourself doing this level of money, which, to be honest, is still on the low end, very achievable, and we're going to achieve it in the next 4 weeks if you just follow these steps. So write that down, and I want you to read that every single day, right? You've done this kind of vision, and I want you to read that every single day for the next 4 weeks. Okay, so that's the mindset. Step 2 is going to be the client acquisition. So what do I mean by that? I mean speaking to more potential clients and showcasing your services to them, right? Because at the end of the day, we want to help people through our design services. So the more people we speak to, the more people we can give really good design work to. So how do we go about client acquisition? Step 1, define your niche. If you haven't defined your niche, then go do so, right? Who do you want to work with? Who do you feel aligned with? Who have you got experience working with? What industries are you knowledgeable about? For the sake of today's exercise, we're going to do accountants, because I had to call my accountant earlier and I'm at the moment in an accountancy mode. So we're going to do accountants, right? So we want to make sure we're aligned for accountants. So that means we want our messaging across all platforms to be consistent. So for example, your Instagram bio should say, I help accountants. What do you do? For example, let's say you do brand and web. I help accountants improve their branding and deliver high converting websites to get more clients. Super line, super simple. You help accountants, we all get it, we understand it. Step 2, we want to think, right, where do these accountancy firms hang out? Where are these people? How do I find them, right? 2 main ways. It's going to be LinkedIn and Instagram, okay? A third way would be email, but we're just going to stick to these 2 for now and delve deeper into other ones on other videos, or we'll be here all week. So we're going to go LinkedIn and Instagram. I think these will be 2 good places to find accountancy firms. So on LinkedIn, we're going to sign up to Sales Navigator if you haven't already. It's free for the first 4 weeks, and I guarantee you'll get your first client within these first 4 weeks if you follow the steps. So that will cover the LinkedIn Sales Navigator subscription and some. So we're going to go into Sales Navigator and we're going to type in accountant or accountancy firm, and we're going to use the filters to put key decision makers. So founders, CEOs, marketing managers, and we're going to connect with them every single week. We're going to do 100 connections, and at the end of the week, we're going to message every single week each one that's accepted. And what we're going to message them, just a nice intro. So for example, hey James, thank you for connecting, explain your services. So for example, we're a brand and web design agency, and we specialize helping accountants improve their online presence so that they can align better with their clients and attract more high value customers. Okay, so something along those lines, and we're just going to send consistent messaging out every single week to these accountancy firms. Then we're going to go on Instagram, and we're going to do very much the same. So we're going to follow 30 to 40 people per day. Okay, I know it sounds like a lot, but it really isn't. And honestly, it's a numbers game. The more people we speak to, the more chances we can actually work with some and help them. So we're going to message 30 to 40 accountants or accountancy firms, small to mid-size, per day. right? So we're going to follow and then message. And again, we're going to introduce our services. So just similar to LinkedIn, hey, saw you guys doing amazing accountancy work, blah, blah, blah. We help accountants just like you. Would you be interested in some more information? And we're just going to do that every single day. So by the end of the week, you've messaged 200 people. By the end of 4 weeks, you've messaged 800 on Instagram and about 400 on LinkedIn, leaving you about 1,200 outreach messages in the next 4 weeks. It'd be unrealistic in the next 4 weeks, having reached out to 1,200 potential clients, to not convert at least 1 or 2 of those, right? So now all of a sudden, you've got this predictable way of booking discovery calls. So next step, we send them obviously to our Calendly, they book a call, and now we do the discovery call. So initially you've gone with your design agency where you're sitting around 1, 2, maybe 3K per month. The main issue you're sitting there is because you're just not booking enough calls, which means you can't pitch your services at high enough value, high enough rate, because you've got that worry in the back of your mind that if you don't close this call, you don't have another one booked. So instead of pitching your web design services, let's say at $5,000, you're pitching at 2, maybe 3, because you're worried that if you go higher and you lose the sale, you don't get a second chance. But by booking more discovery calls, by reaching out to more people, you're not as worried, because instead of 2 calls this month, you got 6, which means you can actually pitch your services at the correct price and of, let's say, $5,000, because you got another chance should that sale not go well. So now, say you've got 6 calls. What do we want to do? On the call, and this is a mistake so many designers make, so many people in this industry, you need to look presentable, guys. So I'm not saying suit and tie or like a shirt and a blouse and all that sort of stuff for your girl, but basically you want to look smart casual. Maybe a polo, don't be wearing a cap. Make sure your background's nice, lighting's okay. We want to be professional at the end of the day because these are business people we're working with. Another thing we want to do, and this is the reason behind having your socials and website aligned to the clients you're reaching out to, is you want to have a case study of something in that industry. So if you've worked in accountancy firms, you want to have a nice website to showcase of another accountancy firm or a brand style guide that's aligned. Reason being, you can run through it on the call. You can show them the work you've done. That means the trust is already built. They've seen on your socials, help accountants, and you've got some really good work to showcase on your call. So again, this adds more value because it's not about price. At the end of the day, it's about how much value you can give these people and these businesses. And if you can showcase that you do really good work inside that niche, then they're going to value that higher than someone else that doesn't. Someone that does accountants, coaches, interior designers, e-commerce, right? Someone that's everywhere, jack of all trades, master of none, right? So we want to make sure we've got a nice portfolio. If you've actually not got anyone yet, then do an inspo one, do a passion project that's aligned. Make up your own accountancy firm, make a really nice website for it, and use that as your case study to start off with. So now when you're on the call, you can pitch confidently 5K because A, you've got more calls lined up, but B, you're showcasing a really nice project. So it just increases the value. So let's say now they say no, you've got another call, you do the same. And this time, instead of having to sign 2 or 3 people at 2K, if you sign one client at 5K, now you've done your quota, right? If you sign 2 people, you're at 10K. And it's just as easy as that. So that's number 2, client acquisition. Book more calls by reaching out to more people, gives you a higher chance of closing at a price that offers more value to them because you want to deliver better work because you're being paid better for it, you're compensated fairly, and also it starts getting into a place where your studio starts to thrive. You can work with better people. Your new baseline becomes that 5K. You're not doing websites anymore for 2K. You don't have to. You can deliver better work. And next time you'll have a new case study in your niche, super aligned, that you've delivered exceptional work for. And again, it just spirals. It's like a snowball, right? And then the third pillar is kind of what I was just chatting at the end, fulfillment. Make sure once you have signed these clients, guys, you deliver really good work. Reputation's everything. Referrals are everything as well. I think you'll find most niches are quite small. Every industry is actually quite small. And by delivering good work, you'll feel more confident with every pitch that you can deliver what you're saying, right? If your accountancy firm you just work for loves the project you've delivered, the next time you do your pitch, you're going to be more excited. You know you can do the really good work. You know you can put the effort. They're really happy. You've got a 5-star case study testimonial. and you can literally share their project and how you helped them as the case study to the next prospect, thus increasing your likelihood of signing more people. So I want you to do that over the next 4 weeks, right? I want you to write down your mindset, repeat the mantras every single day of what it looks like doing 5-10K projects. And then I want you to also do more outreach. The more outreach you do, the more discovery calls you book, the more chances you will sign more clients. And then I want you to deliver top-notch fulfillment. If you do all those 3, I guarantee you'll hit your first minimum 5K month next month. Okay. Yeah. If there's anything specific, obviously this is very high level, especially on the sales and acquisition side. But if there's anything specific, comment below. I'll do my best to answer it or give some advice or even maybe film a video on a specific topic. And yeah, if you've enjoyed this, like, comment, subscribe, all that jazz. We're going to be running a bit of an educational content side. So like key things that have helped us as a design studio that we feel we can help you guys with, and ultimately how you can then basically help more people, more clients, more businesses by delivering exceptional work. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed the video, and yeah, thank you for watching.